Hey y'all, school has started back in most places. I think every one of my grandchildren are now back in school. And school nights call for casseroles, don't they? Something that you can fix together real quick. This recipe, y'all, was in a special issue. I think it was 2010 of all the top recipes from each year. And this one was in the September-October issue of 2007. And I was looking back, I just love that particular magazine, that's pulled the best from each year. And I said, oh gosh, now this is one I want to share with everybody because this is a great, sounds like a lot of ingredients. It looks like a lot of ingredients, but it's actually very simple to do. And if you got a crowd coming for Labor Day, it'll work for that too. But this is great to have in the refrigerator for quick, easy dinners at night for those children. Because even my first graders in kindergarten, they've got extracurricular activities. So, just when school's out, that don't mean you quit for the day. It's usually just getting cranked up. So, I'm going to start with my Dutch oven. I'm going to heat that up. And this is a chicken squash. It's got a long title too. Chicken squash and cornbread casserole. It just, it's been years since I've made it, but I remember it being very, very good. All right, so I'm going to put in my sliced squash into my Dutch oven. And now if you're cooking for children and you see anything that your children would not touch because it's got orange in it or red, then, adjust it to your family. All right, so I'm going to add my sliced mushrooms, my red diced bell pepper. The hardest part of this is just a little bit of prep, All right, my diced onions, my shredded carrots. So this has got a lot of good nutritional foods in it. All right, so that's it. And I'm going to put some water in our pot. And I don't want to drown it, but just enough for the vegetable to cook down. And I'm probably going to cook it for about 10 minutes, y'all, just until our vegetables are soft. And I'm also going to salt that pot as those flavors start melding together. And a little pepper, not too much pepper, because good thing children might be eating it. Let's see, I need a spoon. And I'm going to put the lid on this so it can start cooking a little quicker. All right, so we're going to let that cook. I've sprayed our 3-quart casserole dish that I'm going to put all this in. And I'm going to come on down here and I'm going to add the other ingredients. And I'm using let me see what ounce it is. Can't find it, can't see it.
I think it's 14.
14.5 ounce of chicken broth. A normal size. No, I want a smaller one. Where is my small one? There it is. This is, like I said, just a normal size, 10.5 ounce of cream of chicken soup. An 8-ounce package or 1 cup of sour cream. Whoa, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. 2 eggs, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that have been lightly beaten. So we're going to pour that in. And let's see, our seasonings are salt, Is that caraway?
It's actually thyme.
Huh. Oh, I smell it. It is thyme. It's almost time to eat.
And poultry.
Poultry seasoning. That's such a good seasoning, y'all. If you've never used poultry seasoning before, it's a good one. It adds a lot of kick. So we're just going to stir this up good. I'm going to get in here now with a bigger spoon. Yeah, that poultry seasoning, it's good. You know, if you're making cornbread dressing or anything like that, it'll give you that strength that you need. Right now, after our vegetables get done, y'all, we are gonna put them in this, and then it'll go into the pot. And I've got my chicken, a whole chicken that's been picked. Make sure you use the dark meat too, because the dark meat has so much flavor in it. All right, now let's talk about the cornbread. This is a homemade cornbread. It's delicious. It's not a sweet cornbread. They make packages of cornbread mix, but most of them are sweet, so you'll have to be careful not to use a sweet cornbread.
This is actually your Paula and Deen's cornbread recipe.
Okay, good.
It has no sugar.
But it's so good. So, let me tell you exactly how many cups that was. Three cups of crumbled cornbread, y'all. And we got 2 cups of shredded cheese. I love this cheese. This is that cheese that melts. Got a real good melting quality to it. And then I think I've got, 1 cup of crumbled biscuits. They're so good. So this is sounding a lot like cornbread dressing, isn't it? Yum. Yum, yum. This is going to be so good and easy. And you know what? I'm having to fix supper every night for my Aunt Peggy because she's in an assisted living now that I'm back at work. I stayed home with her for about 6 months. And then I had to go back to work. So we found a very, very nice assisted living like 3 minutes from my house. So I can be there in a minute. But anyway, she's not used to that kind of cooking. So I have to fix supper for her every night, take it and make sure she eats. And last night I came in, she said, "Oh, Paula, I don't want you having to do this." I said, "Well, if you'd eat your damn food, I wouldn't have to." So she just looked at me and laughed. So this is what she's going to be having for dinner tonight. A lot of good nutrients in it. I probably didn't put a cup of water in here because squash and mushrooms, they contain so much water. So it doesn't take a lot because I didn't want to drown them. But I don't know if you can see over here. That's a lot more than a cup of water coming out of that. All right, I'd like for this to cool for a minute because remember our mixture has raw eggs in it. So I'd really like for it to cool for a minute before I start putting it in, or I could temper it a little bit by adding a small amount of heat to it. I don't want scrambled eggs. All right, so I sprayed our casserole, and like I said, this is a 3-quart casserole dish.
And it is full to the brim.
It is full to the brim. Now we're going to cook this in a 350-degree preheated oven. Look at that circle of squash, just the skin left on it. And we're going to cook it for 50 to 60 minutes until it's set, because it is going to be almost like a cornbread dressing, you know. And at the end, when it's just about ready to come out of the oven, I've got another cup of cheese that I'm going to sprinkle on the top and melt it for like another 5 minutes. So this is your supper and Aunt Peggy's supper tonight, Michael. Okay, y'all, I think that is nice and set. So remember, we reserved a cup of cheese to put on the top. That good old melting kind of cheese. Look at that melted cheese, y'all. Look at that. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy, child. Yum. This was so heavy, I could hardly lift it out of the oven, y'all. It makes that much. I swear I had forgotten how good this was. So good. It's delicious, y'all. I think you really will like it. It's a perfect casserole to have in your refrigerator. Tastes like chicken. It tastes like cornbread dressing with a lot of chicken in it. Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.